kitchen. Paula here, and this is my channel, The Flavorful Home. It's been a bit longer than a New York minute since I have done any videos, either in my kitchen or my craft desk. So I wanted to come back, say Happy New Year, and start with an easy, delicious recipe. I am making my husband's most favorite blueberry muffins. These are called blueberry and cream malt muffins from Passion for Baking by Marcy Goldman. This is an awesome cookbook. I've had it for several years. There are some really good recipes in it. I'm sad to say I don't take advantage of it as much as I should. I've made a few of them. Blueberry muffins is the staple of all. But I think this year I am going to try and utilize my cookbooks a little bit more and make more recipes from them. I have so many of them, and it's time I get back to that versus always just looking on the internet. So I'm going to gather the ingredients and show you what it takes. Be back in a minute. Okay folks, we have in my mixer bowl 2 1/4 cups of granulated sugar. You need a 1/2 cup of veggie oil. You need a 1/2 cup of unsalted butter melted, 4 eggs. It is a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon or orange extract, and that is optional. You don't need to put these in, but it's a 1/2 teaspoon of that. A tablespoon of pure vanilla. In this little bowl or cup, I have a tablespoon of baking soda, a baking powder, I'm sorry, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It gets a cup of buttermilk. I use this. I don't keep buttermilk in my fridge unless I'm doing something very specific. And if I have it, I'll try to use it up with muffins and whatnot, but 99% of the time, if it calls for buttermilk, I'm using this stuff. It gets a cup of that. It gets a 1/2 cup of sour cream. And you're going to use, it's approximately 5 cups of all-purpose flour. I put 5 cups in here. Sometimes it'll take 4, sometimes it will take all 5. It is a very thick batter that is, no lie, ice cream scoopable when you plunk it into the giant muffin tins. This is my hand, this is the muffin tin. These are giant muffins that it makes. You spray this with non-stick, put your muffin liners in. I also have, just in case, because sometimes I do have more, I will have some normal size muffins. And it's 2 cups of semi-frozen blueberries. I have my blueberries in the freezer. I'm going to get them out and let them kind of thaw a bit. But first I want to get this going because they do have to be semi-frozen. So you have your sugar in, and you're going to blend with the butter and the oil. So let me get this going. And move this so that you can see. I'm going to turn it. That's the oil. Let me get my scraper. All you're doing is creaming your ingredients. ingredients. You want it to come together, a nice sugar and butter mixture. Blending. To say cream, because that's not what she says. She just says blend it. What I'm going to do is, because I just like this better, I'm going to put my eggs in the bowl and dump them one at a time into the batter. So that it all goes in. And she says briskly, so we'll get 1, 2. I'm going to pump it up just a bit. 3, 4. Get that tablespoon of vanilla. I'm just lifting it up a bit. I am loving my homemade vanilla extract. I have a bourbon one too that I use over the holidays. Oh, it's so good. And that's it. That looks beautiful. Now she says to fold in the flour. But before I do that, I'm going to add a cup of water because the buttermilk is a powder. And it's 1 tablespoon of the buttermilk powder to, no, I'm saying that wrong. I don't want you to mess up. It is for a cup of buttermilk, 4 tablespoons. So let me put a cup of water in, give it a light mixing. Okay. I'm going to start with 4. Let me get this off, and then I will turn you so you can actually, let me do it this way. Hold on. And I'll turn that down. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll do, this is baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And I will do the tablespoons of buttermilk. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to add my lemon, so I'm going to dump that too. But I'm really going to, I know it said, I'm just going to do a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now if I feel that it's not thick enough, I will add more. I'm gonna have to add that sour cream too. Alright, let's see how that goes. I'm gonna take a minute to get my blueberries and come right back. Alrighty, folks. Gotta be honest, I'm still not sure. Now I'm gonna dump my sour cream, half a cup. I'm not sure yet about that other cup of flour. It is pretty thick. Back. I think I'm going to add a little more. Okay, that's about a half a cup. So, all right, I'm going to get this together, and then I'm going to dump those blueberries, and then we're going to scoop it into the muffin tin so you can see how thick it's supposed to be. And we'll be back in a minute. This is the scoop I use to get the blueberry muffin mix in. That is a thick batter. I'm going to go back and fill them a little bit more too, because these puppies really get full. I'm still trying to absorb the fact that the holidays are over and we're into January. It's kind of crazy how fast time flies. My grandma always said that's how you know you're getting old, when time goes so quick. That's a fun ditty to share. You're getting old. The holiday was very nice, but I do have one word of advice. If you're giving your kitchen a facelift, don't do it anywhere near the holidays. In case you haven't noticed, my cabinetry is now black instead of white, and that was done. I thought it would take a week. It turned into 3 weeks, and that kind of jacked with my holiday baking schedule and wrapping schedule, and so don't do things like that near a holiday. Though I love the kitchen. I love the black cabinets. They look sharp. I'll get that glop in a second. And that's about all I'm gonna fill these. She says dust with sugar. I have no luck with that. If I dust them with sugar, they burn. The tops burn, and it's not worth it to me to have a little sugar granule on it. So I'm going to finish the smaller tin and get them in the oven. They will bake at 425 for 15 minutes, then go down to 350 and bake till they're golden brown. I always use a toothpick for 12 to 16 minutes. I'm going to tell you straight up, these puppies sometimes take as long as 25 minutes. So it all depends on your stove. And we'll be back when these are done. Alrighty, friends. They're all done out of the oven. Gargantuan blueberry muffin. Normal human size blueberry muffin. These are so delicious. They're chock full of blueberry. They're nice and moist. I love them slightly toasted with butter and my coffee. Nothing's better than a blueberry muffin in the morning. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put all pertinent links in the box below. I'll see if I can find a link to her cookbook. It's a wonderful little cookbook. I hope you consider subscribing, and I'll be back soon. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend.